Most men don't know what it means when a woman hugs them. They just feel her arms around them and think, oh, it's just a hug, you might say. But what if I told you that every touch, every second she lingers, and every slight squeeze means something? Women don't do random things, and if you don't notice these subtle cues, you're playing checkers while she's playing 4D chess. Hi, my name is James, and in this video I'll show you the 6 psychological signs that a woman's hug is trying to send that most men miss. If you think this is just about attraction, think again. A hug is sometimes a test, sometimes a power move, and sometimes it sends a silent message to the world about who you are to her. The Stoics knew the power of perception. They knew that most men go through life without paying attention to what's going on around them, reacting instead of mastering their reality. Unknown forces will rule you if you fail to learn to read beyond the surface. Trust me, in today's world, being ignorant has a cost. So buckle up, because this video will change the way you see hugs forever. Before we start, please subscribe if you're ready to use the power of Stoicism to change how you deal with relationships. Every video is a step towards getting control of your mind and making connections that are stronger and more important. The first thing a woman does when she hugs you isn't just to show affection. She's also scanning you like a predator, scanning its prey. This isn't just a warm embrace, it's a silent test to see what kind of man you really are. Most guys don't notice this because they think a hug is just a hug, but women do. They work in a different way. She is gathering information about you like a secret agent on a mission. As soon as she wraps her arms around you, she is looking at your body language, energy, and reaction. Do you freeze up like a deer in headlights? You're being tested on your faith. Bright lighting. Do you give a weak? Should you maintain your position or gently caress her back, akin to comforting a newborn? Hug her with ease, like a man who knows what he's worth. And this is the same idea used in high AK social interactions. For example, if someone offers you a glass of water at a job interview, you might think it's just acceptable manners, but they're actually watching how you act, like how steady your hands are and how calm you stay. It's a micro test, just like her hug. A response that is hesitant or uncertain shows weakness. Women are wired to pick up on hesitation. A man who second-guesses himself, who stiffens up or overthinks a simple hug, that's a red flag in her subconscious. On the other hand, a man who's comfortable in his own skin, who embraces the moment with natural confidence, immediately sets himself apart. This is where the Stoic mindset comes in. A Stoic man doesn't react based on nerves or insecurity. He doesn't overthink or look for validation in how she responds. He simply is present, grounded, certain in himself. The moment you start seeking approval in something as small as a hug, you've already lost. She's taking mental notes, and whether you realize it or not, that hug has already told her more about you than words ever could. 2, she's checking your emotional availability without you even realizing it. This is where things take a deeper turn. A hug isn't just about physical contact. It's an emotional scan, a silent test to measure what kind of man you are beneath the surface. Women are masters at sensing energy, and in those few seconds of contact, she's feeling you out in ways most men never even consider. Think of it like knocking on a wall to see if it's solid or hollow. When she wraps her arms around you, she's not just embracing you, she's testing you. Are you emotionally grounded, or is there an emptiness beneath the surface? Do you exude warmth and presence, or does your energy feel cold and distant? Are you fully in the moment, or does your body feel there while your mind is somewhere else? Does your hug carry a sense of strength and control, or does it feel hesitant and unsure? She can tell. Women can almost supernaturally read between the lines to figure out what words they can say in an instant. They can pick up on things you might not even be aware you're giving away, like how you hold your breath or how your stance changes. Every small thing she sees affects how she judges you. And here's the harsh truth. If you feel mentally closed off, empty, or distracted, she will know right away. She's checking to see if you're emotionally available. Most men think they can hide their insecurities by acting confident, but a woman can tell right through the act. Your body language will reveal your emotional baggage, stress-clouded mind, or loss of connection to your masculine core. This is where ISM separates the strong from the weak. A Stoic man doesn't let his emotions control him, but that doesn't mean he's emotionally unavailable. On the contrary, he is focused, present, and fully in control of himself. He isn't desperate for connection or closed off. He's just grounded. He exists in the present, not lost in the past or worried about the future. He hugs because he wants to, and women respect and feel drawn to it. Ultimately, a hug is more than just a simple gesture. It's a silent conversation, and if you don't know what you're saying, you're already at a disadvantage. While a woman hugs you, she's not just being friendly, she's also taking charge of the physical relationship between you. It's like she's inviting you to her space, but only on her terms. She sets the rules, controls the flow, and decides how much or how little happens. She expresses it in a gentle manner. I'm fine with being close to you, but don't get confused. I decide how this goes. It's like when someone lets you into their house. They may trust you enough to let you in, but they still decide what you do, where you sit, how long you stay, and what you do. That hug is her setting the tone for physical connection, but this is where most men go wrong. They don't see the unspoken boundaries, so they either hold on too long, which shows desperation, or they move too quickly, uncomfortably released too soon, which shows doubt and lack of confidence. I completely misread the situation and either froze up or became too hostile. Everything you do in that short time tells her about you, like how you handle closeness. This includes your identity as a guy, your level of social awareness, and most importantly, whether you naturally lead or follow without question. She's setting the scene for physical connection. A weak guy lets the situation decide what to do, and he overthinks, second-guesses, or tries to read the situation. A man who was calm, on the other hand, didn't seem to be affected by her response. He doesn't need physical contact to feel validated. He stays calm, unaffected, and completely at ease in his own skin. He respects her space but doesn't feel the need to submit to her frame. Instead, he meets her energy with quiet confidence, keeping the perfect balance between assertiveness and self-control. Trust me, he's perfect in every way. Women notice that they might not be able to explain it, but they feel it at the end of the day. This isn't just about a hug, it's a power, dynamic, a subtle but critical moment where she's evaluating exactly what kind of man you are. Are you centered and aware, or are you easily led by whatever frame she sets? You can learn a lot from how a woman hugs you, but more importantly, she's learning a lot about you too. Hey, I want to hear from you, let me ask you. Have you ever felt a hug from a woman and just knew it meant something more? Maybe it was that electric connection, or maybe it left you wondering what was really going on in her. Drop a comment below and tell me your thoughts on this. Do you think the way a woman hugs you says something about her feelings or intentions? And if you're feeling bold, write this in your comment. I felt the energy. Let me know if you've ever experienced that shift, that moment of connection through something as simple as a hug. Please don't be shy. I'm going to answer some of your comments. Let's start talking. 4. She's reading your body chemistry. A woman hugging you isn't just being nice. She's getting to know you in ways you may not realize. This is raw biology, a chemistry test that has nothing to do with beakers and formulas. It's all about how you feel about her on a deep level. It's like cooking. You don't just follow the recipe word for word. You use your senses to see if the flavors go together perfectly. When you take that first sip or bite, it's crucial to assess whether it's working or if something feels off. The same thing occurs during a hug. Do your bodies align naturally? Do you feel like two puzzle pieces fitting together, or do you feel like you're trying to force something that doesn't fit? Does your scent attract her, or does it turn her off? She can feel your body chemistry. Though you may not realize it, your sense can greatly impact your attractiveness. Is the touch warm and alive with chemistry, or does it feel like you're just going through the motions, like hugging a lamppost with no spark and no connection? Women are highly attuned to energy, and in a split second, her body is processing all of this like a supercomputer in the background, scanning, evaluating, and analyzing. The physical chemistry is felt, not thought about. She might not even consciously realize she's doing it, but trust me, her body knows. Here's where things get real. If you're unsure of yourself, if you're nervous or awkward, she'll pick up on that. Your body is speaking even when your mouth stays silent. That stiffness, that hesitation, speaks louder than any words you could say. It tells her you're not comfortable in your own skin, that you're still seeking approval, still unsure of your place in the world. Now, contrast that with a man grounded in Stoic principles. He doesn't seek validation from the hug, from her touch, or from anyone. His presence is steadfast and unshakable like a rock. He doesn't need to impress her or read into the moment. He just is, and the difference is immediate. The chemistry isn't forced, it's natural. His body and his energy are in perfect harmony, and she can feel that on a deeper, almost subconscious level. Remember, attraction isn't just a mental game, it's physical, it's raw, it's primal. She's not just hugging you, she's checking if there's something there that goes beyond just surface-level attraction and how you respond to her touch, and that physical connection will determine the course of your potential connection. It's not always in your head. Sometimes it's about how you feel right now and how well your energy matches hers. The hug is her test, and that spark will either start or die before it even has a chance to grow if you show her your real self instead of the one you're trying to sell. He is a calm man who doesn't try to force or chase chemistry. The outcome of attraction doesn't matter to him because he knows his worth doesn't depend on it. It's his confidence, his calm but sure presence that makes him so attractive. She is silently conveying a message to others. A quiet declaration to the she's sending a silent message to others world that says, this person is part of my inner circle. He's someone important in my life and I want you to know it. But here's where it gets deep. The hug itself, that's the fine print. That's where the true message is encoded. And trust me, she's not hugging you just to be nice. She's sending a message to the people around her without saying a word. A quick, casual hug. That's the signal of friendship. It's neutral, harmless, like a polite handshake, just enough to show you're on her radar, but nothing more, a longer, warmer. Now that we're conversing, an embrace could indicate a deeper connection, or it could be her subtle way of expressing, this man is important to me, without explicitly stating it. It's like how a cat rubs against your leg. It's not just cute, it's marking its territory. She's letting everyone know that you're someone special in her life without saying a word. Whether she is aware of it or not, her life plays a significant role in it. Her body language is a quiet statement, and that's where you come in. As a man, you need to understand the power dynamics at play. This isn't just about the hug itself, it's about how you carry yourself in that moment. and how it fits into the bigger picture of your status in her world. If you're unsure, awkward, or clingy, the message gets lost. But if you stand strong, unshaken, and in control of the moment, the message is loud and clear: you belong. From the Stoic perspective, this is where self-mastery comes in. A Stoic man doesn't need validation from the world around him. He doesn't seek approval or demand attention. The Stoic approach is about being content with who you are, regardless of external validation. When that hug comes, you don't need to read it because you already know your worth. The outside world's judgment doesn't define you. You are grounded in yourself, and that is what makes you powerful. However, the key here isn't to ignore the signal. A Stoic man knows that life is full of signals, and just because he doesn't chase them doesn't mean he's blind to them. He reads the room, but he doesn't let it affect him. When a woman hugs you, she's subtly defining your place in her world, and how you stay calm, collected, and aware at that moment says a lot about your real status in the real world. Attraction isn't just about how you feel, it's also about how the world sees you and how you choose to show up. Listen to the message you're sending and the message you're getting. She's making a moment you'll both remember. Let's delve deeper into a topic that often goes unnoticed, yet holds immense power. When a woman hugs you, it's not just about holding you, it's about capturing a moment in time that both you and her will cherish forever, whether you realize it or not. It's like taking a mental snapshot, but unlike any picture you've ever taken, she's sealing in a feeling. She is capturing an emotional and connected rush that will linger with both of you long after the moment ends. You might not even be aware that her brain is recording every detail and nuance of that embrace. Later, she'll play that hug over and over in her mind. She'll think about it and ask herself questions like, did my heart race? Did she feel the spark, that rush of adrenaline that comes with genuine chemistry? Was there a deep connection that went beyond physical touch? Did it feel natural? Was the moment effortless, like the two of you were meant to share it, or did it feel awkward, like you were trying to force something that wasn't there? Did I want it to last longer, or was it just a quick, casual hug? This is important because a time that she wants to last longer is a meaningful moment. These physical memories are strong and will stick with her, even if she doesn't say so. Like how the smell of freshly baked cookies can instantly transport you to a simpler time, a hug can remind her of a key moment in how she feels about you now and in the future. However, as a man, you cannot simply expect these moments to occur spontaneously in the world of red pills. You make them happen, and she'll remember and associate them with you. A woman chooses when and with whom to share these aspects of herself, not just giving her heart away in a hug. You decide if you want to remember her in the same way that you remember her from a Stoic point of view. This is where self-awareness and intentionality come into play. You don't let your feelings affect you, but you know everything is a learning opportunity. When you're hugging her, you're not thinking about how it makes you feel. You're focused on how you're making her feel. The calm man knows he's not looking for approval from other people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't pay attention to the signs that life sends him. This hug wasn't done by accident. It was a deliberate way to bond. The Stoic mind embraces these moments warmly. The important thing is to remember that everything you do, say, and interact with has meaning. That hug, that split second of physical contact, is a strong signal. And for you, it's not just about how you're feeling at the time, it's about how you stay grounded and how you use that moment to strengthen the man you want to be for her and for yourself. If you're the type of man who can take these moments and use them to strengthen your sense of self without letting them get you down, you'll find that these time boxes will keep coming at her more and more often, and just like that mental picture, the memory of how she feels when she's with you will last much longer than you think. In conclusion, every hug serves as a test, a fleeting moment, and a significant aspect of your self-perception in her mind and life. Make it count. With a deeper understanding of the significance of a woman's hug, let's explore further. If you found this helpful, you should watch the video that's now appearing on your screen. 29 shocking facts about women's minds. Trust me, that movie is full of more psychological insights that will change the way you see women. So click on it, and I'll see you there. Don't forget to click like on this video too. Also, please subscribe to our station for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.